Welcome back. Look at a couple of these pharmaceutical stocks. They're spiking right now. We have Glenmark Pharma, which has moved to the high point of trade. Even from the chemical standpoint, we spoke about fresh longs being added on SRF. That stock too has moved to the high point of trade. L&T from the frontline space has moved higher. Titan, ahead of numbers tomorrow, has moved higher. Has had a listless week so far. It's largely flat, but ahead of numbers, seeing some traction. But the US FDA says that they are planning to expand unannounced foreign inspections. Ekta, is this a cause for worry?
Well, Mangalam, interestingly, that's always been the agenda for the US FDA. So they have always wanted to have unannounced inspections, but now they've come out with a press release stating it. And the tone of the press release was more different than what we've seen in terms of US FDA communication earlier. So I think that is probably the key difference. So what they have said is that the US FDA will be expanding unannounced foreign inspections. They are building on a foreign unannounced inspection pilot program that they ran in India and China. The aim is to ensure foreign companies receive the same level of regulatory oversight as domestic companies do. US firms already face surprise checks, according to them, and foreign sites often show more violations despite advanced warnings. So what they are trying to do is to make it completely objective. For example, investigators will refuse industry-paid travel such as stay, food, etc. FDA, to put it into perspective, conducts 12,000 domestic inspections per year and 3,000 foreign inspections in more than 90 countries every year. Remember, India has the largest number of FDA plants worldwide. Now, surprise, except for the US in terms of the foreign ones. Surprise checks, according to the press release, says that it helps catch bad actors who falsify records, conceal violations. FDA can act against inspection delays, denials, limitations, refusals. Now, the goal for them is safer, legitimate products for Americans and a new phase of tougher, smarter oversight. So what happens is that obviously you don't get time to prepare and you have somebody knocking on your door. You can't hide any kind of mistakes that your plant would be making. And that's the objective, to get a safer medicine out there, to make sure that there's no data integrity and there are no other issues which are present in plants. So from their perspective, it's quite fair. And they have been wanting to do this for a while, but now they've made it official.
Take that point, Ekta. Thank you so much for that. Seems like there'll be a little more work for you as well, tracking all these surprise, announcements that may come by as well when it comes to US FDA investigations, inspections. They've been happening so far, but the company has gone ahead and put it out on paper this time around.